Okay, so in today's video about Jasmy, I want to check out this recent move on the upside, and also I want to tell you why, in my opinion, overall we are having a bullish setup and why this setup might be a bit different than the ones that we have in some other odds. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're having a great time with your family and loved ones. And if you remember, the last time that we talked about Jasmy, we were somewhere around this top, and I was saying, look, because I'm having kind of a hard time believing that this is an impulsive structure on the upside, I'm going to say it's probably a correction structure, and it means for me personally, we are probably going to get a move down in order to get quite close to these lows, potentially and hopefully even take them, and then I'm going to count on a decent bounce back. And as you can see, we did get a move down, and if I just hide everything, excuse me, there we go. Yep, we definitely in this candlestick, in this last one right in here, taken all these lows, and followed by that, we are getting a decent move on the upside, and I'm hoping that this is going to continue. Why is that? You see, my argument for why this isn't an impulse on the upside in the previous video was because of this. Let's go on 15-minute chart, excuse me, there we go. I was saying, if you want to argue, this is 1, this is 2. Okay, where is going to be our wave 3 and 4 and 5? If you want to say this is wave 3 and then 4 and then 5, something like this, excuse me, there we go. Well, okay, for the sub waves of our wave 3, we are clearly having overlapping of the waves, which is definitely not allowed. This is a big no-no in Elliott waves. And I'm saying this because now off of the lowest low down here about, let's say 2.1 cents, I think I can show you a 1, 2, and then wave 3 to about here, correction for 4, another move on the upside into wave 5. So the fact that in here I can identify an impulse, in my opinion, is definitely a bullish sign. Followed by that, I can tell you this is a correction structure, but at the same time, I also do not mind if I see something like this. Maybe this is going to be an A leg and then wave B, and we can have another move down into our C leg in order to have potentially, I would say, some sort of a flatter structure. And then I want to see a move on the upside in JasmyCoin in order to hopefully go back above this important level, above the higher band of it, around, let's say 2.45 cents. But we talked about this before. I do not believe that we are going to sub that. No, I think we're going to go higher than that, and the bare minimum target is going to be taking this high around 2.7 cents. And if you want to have a better target, it can be somewhere around the 2.8 to about 3 cents area, right around this red region. So in my opinion, JasmyCoin is actually kind of primed for a 20 to hopefully potentially even a 30% move on the upside. Now let's talk about this strong bounce back off of the lowest low about, let's say, 1.85 cents. You see, let's go actually around here first, excuse me. Okay. A lot of people are saying the bounce back that we recently got in a lot of altcoins are as a result of automatic rally. And if you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. We are going to explain it all. Let's say in this area, you have taken some long positions in JasmyCoin or maybe in some other altcoins that you believe are going to go up big time. Now, if you take a long position with, let's say, a 10x leverage, okay, when you reach to about here, you are going to get liquidated. In other words, if you see a move down, in order to reach to about here, your long position automatically is going to get closed. And when your long position closes, it is going to happen via a selling process. Meaning, if you see some big moves on the downside, that's actually going to create a cascading effect, which as a result of it, you are just going to see more and more moves on the downside, something like this. But at one point, you are going to see a very automatic move on the upside. Why is that? Because, well, okay, naturally, at some point, all of these long positions are going to get closed and people will be liquidated. And since from that point, moving forward, there is no selling pressure anymore, well, okay, naturally, demand is going to increase, and that's why you see this move up, which is called an automatic rally. Now, here's a very important point. I do not believe that in JasmyCoin we had something like this. Why is that? Because usually people open massive long positions when they see a huge move on the upside, and in this consolidation right in here, they will start opening some long positions with massive leverages. However, in JasmyCoin, if I just go on H4 time frame and maybe zoom out a bit more, excuse me, there we go. As you can see, what are we having in this area? Just constant moves on the downside. That's why, in my opinion, the recent bounce back that we got off of the lowest low wasn't necessarily an automatic rally. In fact, I would argue this probably was caused mostly by investors buying the coin. And if you want to have a solid example of an automatic rally, I think we should go on Ethereum's chart. There we go. Now, this is called an automatic rally. And as you can see, a lot of people in this phase on the upside opened some massive long positions because they were thinking Ethereum is just going to continue going up, and since it's kind of a safe investment, we can use big leverages. However, when we got this move down, all of those people got liquidated. And if you remember, right in here, we talked about what happened. Actually, a major Asian player got liquidated and caused this huge move on the downside in Ethereum to somewhere around, let's say, $2,150. And then what happened, if I just zoom in more, okay, after all the long positions were closed, we got an automatic rally. So you see, there is a very important difference between a real authentic bounce back and an automatic rally. And in Jasmy, I want to argue that we got our move on the upside recently because investors actually bought the dip. So what's the point that I'm trying to make in here? In my opinion, in JasmyCoin, not only this is an impulse, but also we are dealing in this phase with a correction structure, which means, well, okay, odds are that soon we are going to have a move on the upside, and this will increase the chances of this scenario just more and more. Now, if you do not care about the short-term price action, well, okay, let's zoom out a bit more. There we go. What do we see in this whole move down starting from the highest side around 6 cents? As you can see, we are just constantly having overlapping of the waves right in here. So I want to say probably in Jasmy, this whole move is a correction structure, and after it's over, or who knows, maybe it's over already, we are going to start a fantastic move up in the midterm, and in it, the bare minimum target is going to be taking the highest side in this region around 6 cents, but I do not believe that we are going to stop at that point because a lot of people are going to say, look, in JasmyCoin, we are having a beautiful cup and a handle structure right in here, and this will get confirmed when we get a break of the 6 cents area. And at that point, well, okay, according to this pattern, the target is going to be somewhere around the 10 cents region, and I think this can be a better target for the next phase of the bull run in Jasmy. So in terms of midterm structures, I think we are looking absolutely magnificent. And in terms of what is happening in the short term, I am still confident about my bullish possibility, suggesting we have probably hit some sort of a bottom right around this area. And I'm hoping that in the next couple of days, we get a decent move up in order to get back above this level, and at that point the next target, you know what, is going to be somewhere around the 3 cents area. So I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in the JasmyCoin's chart. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next video, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.